And we are live! We are live, ladies and gentlemen, on the Finnish Invasion on XRP Radio. And boy, we have excellent. And we are live. We are live. Sorry, I forgot to push the talk button on the fucking DJ software. We are live with AGARWAEN here on the show. Welcome, AGARWAEN, to the Finnish Invasion show on XRP Radio. To live stream interview.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, first of all, please, if someone doesn't know, tell me for a few words who you are and what do you do?
Aloitapa Pekka.
We are AGARWAEN. We play asylum metal. We are from Finland.
Yes.
Asylum metal.
Yes.
We haven't thought any better way to tell what we are, what we do. We are not black metal, but we are black metal. We are not horror metal, but we are kind of horror metal.
Yeah, it's kind of mashup of all these wonderful things that we all enjoy and like. Okay, but let's start the interview with some audience questions, and please answer them as funny as you want, because some of the questions are pretty weird. First of all, how old is this band, and what does the word AGARWAEN mean?
Well, I think it's we originally created the band in 2006, so it's already almost 20-year-old band, and we started as a Christmas black metal band as Sathanas, making Lappi Jänkkä black metal, and but quite fast we decided that songs were actually quite good, so let's not fuck them up with some Tonto black metal, and we invented name of AGARWAEN, and which means actually blood-stained, as it is the song, the final song of the album, and the whole concept of Channel Lunacy, blood-stained cult.
Well, damn, that's pretty epic. And where did you start to do this makeup and masks right at the beginning?
In a sense, yeah, but those were kind of more like immortal way corpse painting in the beginning, but well, we first the real first promo pics were taken last year, so almost 20 years, and first official promo pics were taken from last year. Of course, the very first is from 2005, and we had the corpse paintings there, but between that there's nothing.
Okay, because Mishappenings on the chat box just said that he loves the masks you guys have much better than my shit, he says. So a great compliment from Mishappenings there.
Thank you.
And another audience questions. Are your horror influences film inspired, fiction inspired, or what?
Well, this is quite a tricky question. So I'm kind of getting the biggest inspiration comes, well, the real world. The real world is fucked up enough to get all kinds of inspirations. And if you think of songs like Beautiful Flesh, Death Row, many of those songs are based on true stories. And
Channel of Lunacy.
Yeah, Channel of Lunacy, well, that's that's especially. And well, original inspirations came from King Diamond, so we can go to Linus and say that Stephen King was the inspiration, because Stephen King inspired the King Diamond. So there you have it.
Okay. And one, I don't know how to, take this question. Is this funny or is this just frightening? But let's ask it anyway. What's the proper way to exhume a body? And afterwards, what is your favorite use for a skull?
Well, we like to cherish the moment and not to hurry the ritual. We shovel and have tea breaks in between. And as for the skull, we we have to get pottery somewhere.
That is very true.
We don't do that during the winter.
No, during the winter it's not cool. So
around it's so hard. So.
I see, and yeah, and it's not fun to stay out for a tea and outside while you're doing that.
Yeah, and that's a very eco way to find some new pottery for your kitchen.
Yes, it is.
Yes. And next question is that this is also from the audience. I heard that one of the members is brewing its own beer. When can we get AGARWAEN beer?
I don't know who you're talking about. I have my own brewery here, but we'll see. We'll see.
I only drink water.
Yeah, the world is waiting for AGARWAEN beer with some wants, with some feelings for delirium.
Blood-stained beer.
Blood-stained beer, yeah. And what is the stupidest outfit you have worn on stage? And it can be unseen underwear too.
Oh, we haven't been a long time for stage, so I think it's the one that I'm wearing right now. I did wear the Gimpy mask in this one concert during the Death Row.
I was once dressed as the Finnish rock star Andy McCoy, but it wasn't with AGARWAEN.
Oh yeah.
All right. Everyone knows Andy McCoy, even in America and even in the United Kingdom, because Andy McCoy is fucking legend with the guitar.
Yeah.
And well, that question was it was from Miss Happenings, and this question is from Miss Happenings too. And I must warn you, these are the two questions Miss Happenings always asks bands. The next question from him is that: have you ever wanted to punch an engineer out of being a complete wanker and not listening what you are wanting?
Emergenza. The fucker. They didn't. Our gig started, and it took, I think, most of the first song until he got my microphone on. So yeah, that's what I heard the microphone in my in-ears, but and we all heard the microphone going out, but it wasn't. He forgot to put it on in a concert. So yeah. That time I really wanted to kick his ass.
Yeah. Normally, we just want to kick each other's asses.
Yeah, usually.
Yeah, actually, I have the same experience in Emergenza with my band SER. Our second guitarist didn't hear his guitars at all.
Oh
God.
Yeah. So great advertising for that festival here at the Finnish Invasion on XRP Radio. Please take us again.
Yeah.
Okay, let's continue. Question for the singer of the band. Well, it was recently discussed in the chat box too, but how many times did it take you to sing or shout the nasty, angry vocals in the mid-section of Delirium song before you said, yes, that's the one?
I'm still trying to think which part it was, but if it was the... what I think the Corey Taylor, where I was really angry and shouting, then I think we got that quite fast. Like the song overall, we recorded it. Were you there, Wolfram, when we recorded them, or weren't you? I don't remember. But I think that song was quite. Maybe in one shot taken. It was quite fast. It came quite from deep from inside the whole song.
Okay. And if someone is watching the stream and is wondering why we are talking about these songs, we actually listened in a pre-release party the whole AGARWAEN Channel Lunacy album, and the whole album is coming out on the 28th of February this month, and we just listened to the whole album, but it's going to be deleted from XRP Radio, and it will be uploaded there on the 28th again. But please tell me and tell the audience, when the album is released on the 28th day, where can you listen to the album and where can you buy the physical copy of the album?
From my home.
Yay. Please, everyone, go to his home.
So, in Bandcamp, you can buy the album. I think we will take them also to Levykauppa X.
And
You
to the
can
geeks.
you can listen to the album. Well, YouTube, Spotify, DistroKid, Tidal, everywhere where it's
Yeah.
possible, it will be available.
Yeah, and actually your social media account names are scrolling in the bottom of the screen right now.
Oh yeah.
Continuously. And one question from the songs, from the Death Row song, were the bass drums triggered? Because the kicks were just so smooth that the listeners were wondering if they were helped along by triggers.
I think we did trigger them in the end. Yeah, we did make some triggering there.
Okay, that's one question
We
answered.
actually, there's one thing about those basic drums. Those our pedals got broken after first song, and we were really tight schedule, and we were recording in middle of nowhere, and there was no chance we are going to get another pair. But we got lucky. The Mariana's Rest guys lent their pedals for us, and we managed to record the rest of the album. Yeah,
that's sweet. I remember this one year. It was, I think, 2007. I was in a Metallica gig in the Olympic Stadium in Helsinki, and Diablo was opening up for Metallica.
I was there too.
Yeah, do you remember that Diablo's drums were broken during their set, and Lars didn't want to give them his drums at all? So they had to cut the gig short because of that.
I remember.
Yeah. So some bands like Mariana's Rest, they can be friendly, but not Metallica and Lars Ulrich.
No.
Remember that, kids. Okay, next to the question to the singer. Do you have songs where you sing in a more normal voice, or is this the character you choose to use?
I think that's all more or less. I wasn't singer. I wasn't supposed to be in the first place singer. Actually, we were having several singers, but all of them ran away or they were too shitty. And 3 days before we started to recording the vocals, we still had another singer, and we had to kick him out. And we had 1 week and time to decide what to do. We have studio booked, and we decided, okay, I will try out and let's see what's going on. So it's when I went to singing, I didn't plan much, so I just went and started singing. So this is the kind of way that I've been doing demoing all the time and trying to show the people how it should sound, what kind of atmosphere to build there. So yeah. For the original question, is that me or is there something really me? Well, the funniest part, actually, all my friends said the only time that I really sound me is when in middle of delirium, when I'm getting my mental breakdown. And that's that's what they said. That's most my voice. Otherwise, they don't realize myself there.
Yeah, well, that has to be your true form then.
Oh yeah.
A mental breakdown.
Yeah.
And delirium. And this next question you answered before, but someone wanted to know that how do you come up with the song titles, but you said that they are based on reality.
Well, it's the way that I wrote first 2 albums. Actually, the third album will be completely different. We have a whole theme and we have a story, but these first 2 albums, I first write always the music, and then I starting to arranging vocals little bit by little without having the actual lyrics or anything. I just arranging the vocals and I testing some lyrics, something, and it's kind of it comes from the music. So the song title has to be something like similar to the actual music, and the song of Death Row is a very good example when the title and the song itself and the lyrics match scarily good. And when I created the song, I watched the lyrics, everything, and I was thinking, my God, what I have done. That's one of the songs why we don't have another singer in this band.
All right. Fuck yeah. And one last song from the audience, and then I can ask my own questions. The last audience questions is from the mixing and mastering and recording the album. What was the hardest track to record and mix and master, and why?
We should ask that from Teemu Aalto.
Yeah, that's the hardest song to record. Channel of Lunacy. Yeah.
Yeah. So
As for the vocals, it was definitely Channel of Lunacy. That was the first song I was singing, and that was I had no fucking clue what I'm doing. It was just the first. It took a whole day to record those vocals, and yeah. As for the mixing, I think Death Row was quite hard to get all the levels matching together, so we can. It's a nothing overlaps too much, and everything is heard like it should be. So yeah, I think as for the mixing part, Death Row, and as for the recording, it has to be a Channel of Lunacy.
All right. Okay, then about your influences, because when I listen to the album, I would like to show the album because the best part of being a radio DJ, I sometimes get CDs and albums that hasn't been released yet. The AGARWAEN boys were so happy joy people that they sent me the full album of their upcoming Channel Lunacy, and I cannot show it here because I'm fucking moving and it's in a box right now. So it's in a box. But anyway, influences, because when I listen to the album, I hear some, of course, horror influences, but from bands, from Peter Tracker and Pain and Hypocrisy, I hear some Devin Townsend music and some Castlevania even there. Am I right? And what are your influences on the songs?
Well, you got one right. Hypocrisy is one. That's one of the That's a. I actually forgot myself that it has how much it has influenced me. As for the vocals wise, and I was practicing my growls when I was listening Hypocrisy, and especially the same old song in mid part Pain. That growl is
the fucking same old song, the fucking Nokia tune.
Yeah, and well, okay, there's one more influence in the Pain, but bigger, so probably going to be the Cradle of Filth, King Diamond, Metallica, Creator, Rammstein. You can hear Rammstein, Lobotomy, Nightwish. You hear those melodies there, and Ice at Earth, Halloween, lots of power metal influencing, also Slipknot, Korn. So I got and electronic music, lots of electronic music, and you hear that in the how I built the songs. For example, the Call of the Void, the middle part, it's quite close, like electronic music built.
Okay, folks. Dr. Wolfram and Anthony Hodge, please tell me your weapon of choice. So tell me about your personal instruments that you use. What brand do you prefer, etc.?
Well, I have a Jackson bass and a Fender jazz bass, and yeah, I love my Alpha Omega, like the dark glass pedal, the distortion pedal. It sounds really, really good. That's about it because we don't use any amps at the gigs we have the ear monitors and everything goes out from the PA system. So
yeah, so I use Shure SM58 wireless microphone. It has been amazing. I love that microphone. It's the way it takes your voice and it has never failed me so far. And that's and
that's fucking legendary.
oh yeah, that's I tried many microphones, and once I got that on in my hands and start singing, like, oh, actually, I do sound maybe good here. So it's so yeah. Well, I used to have while I was still guitarist, I have BC Rich Warlock, and I love PRS. PRS. I have whole Allender signature with the bats and everything.
Yeah. I always use this AKG microphone.
Yeah.
This is the one I use just for live gigs. Also, this is why this is why my one mic for fucking everything. One traditional question for you guys: what is your favorite alcohol?
Ooh.
I always drink the longer.
That's all he drinks. He doesn't drink anything else. I've been trying to get him as a beer drinker, like giving him some sour beers, but other than that, he's Longero guy.
Absolutely.
For me, it's well, whiskey probably. Yeah, I love whiskey.
Yeah, me too, mate. I have actually one bottle of Signal Hill from Canada on the top of my shelf there.
Ooh.
It's fucking great. What else? Hey, that's question. Yes, live gigs. When is your next live gig? You are going on some kind of a tour in the near future. It seems you're touring Finland. Have you ever played, overseas, abroad?
Not yet, but we are actually going to have first one.
Connection problem.
Do you guys hear me?
Yes, I hear everything.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So we are going to have probably the first gig in Estonia in June, but we are actually having some conversations that we might have actually some more gigs. And yeah, Southern Europe, maybe, but we'll see. And there are a couple of festivals, but yeah.
Because I have no reason not to believe that you guys would be, in summer festivals in a couple of years, touring normally like other bands.
We hope
I can
so.
see it, and I can see it myself.
Thank you.
And yes, well, we'll see about that. We are trying to make our first album, full album, but it has taken fucking forever. So I don't know.
It took us 9 years to make a first full album after the EP, so take your time.
yeah, sure. We have like all the songs, but they have not been, they had not been perfected yet.
Yeah.
To the stage that we can go and record them. And one question: what is your favorite horror movie?
Ooh, wow. Petri, you can start.
For me, I really haven't seen very many horror movies.
You bastard!
I really should watch them more, but well, I like the Sauce.
For me,
I know you like the Sauce because you drink Longero.
It's but
Sorry, I'm having connection problems again.
I think that my favorite ones gotta be Shining or it's probably The Shining.
Which version? The American longer version or the European shorter version?
I don't remember.
That's okay. Yeah. Well, they are both fucking masterpieces. But anyway, what are your favorite indie bands? Do you have any favorite indie bands?
Um, well, I started to listen this Kallot. They're quite. I saw them in this show, and I love those because we might have something cooking up with them in future. But yeah, that's one fun new band that I started to listen. Well, we've been doing lots of stuff with Egress. They're doing amazing music. So yeah, that's one another band that I've been listening quite a lot recently.
I've been following some Tampere-based band, Somehow Joe, for some quite time. They are really good, getting bigger.
Mm.
All right.
Like prog metal.
I must recommend from the Finnish Invasion show also. We play a lot of Godflesh Deformed, a lot of
Oh
Kuoleman.
yeah, that shit kicked ass. Yeah, we were talking
Yeah.
about with this before from during this when we heard the song. That's badass.
Yeah. And also Kuoleman Galleria and Tampere band Suden Hetki. They are one of
Mm.
my favorites from the XRP Finnish database at the moment. And
All
also,
right.
what do we have there?
Actually,
Yeah,
I
this.
was about to join. I was about to join Sudenhetki, but then I found
Oh.
AGARWAEN.
All right.
Yeah, he kind of
Well,
forced him inside the band. We already had bass player, and he was actually the best bass player I have ever seen. But this guy continued to send me messages almost every day, and every day it's I really need to come to look. I have even a tattoo of which works in this band. Like, okay, what can I do if guys' attitude is like that? Haven't even heard him playing before. Just the attitude was so. Fuck, come on, you have to come to this band. I need more of this kind of attitude.
Yeah. So you guys were from Kouvola. Did I understand it correctly?
I'm originally from Kouvola, and actually, none of us is based in Kouvola anymore.
Oh.
Yeah,
So where are you?
so I'm in Kerava now. Used to live in Helsinki for a while. Uh, fall from here is Tampere. Then we have our guitarist Pete is from Lahti. The other guitarist Jason is from Forssa, and our drummer is originally from Slovakia but lives in Helsinki now.
Okay, so that's pretty much a whole Finland covered there. There were
Yeah.
two shittiest cities in Finland mentioned, Forssa and Kouvola.
Yes. All the fun out of concrete. That's the Kouvola.
Yeah. And I must tell you, I have been when I as an adult age, I have been one time in Forssa, and my friend lived in Forssa at some time, and I visited them, and I was 5 minutes outside in Forssa, and someone wanted to kick my ass. So I was 5 minutes out there. So
just out of
that's
nowhere.
Forssa for you. Fucking shit. Hey, getting near to end of the interview, do you have any words for listeners and watchers from AGARWAEN complex?
We are coming now and we are coming hard. We've been in quiet for many years. We've been quiet decades, but now we finally have risen from the graves and come to see our shows, and so you can see what's actually happening here. The music is insane, but the shows, we go even more lunatic. And the
Yeah,
bigger
it's
the stage
insane.
yeah, and the bigger the stage we get, the more show we can bring for you guys. So
And watch the Lobotomy music video.
oh yeah, check out our latest music video, Lobotomy.
Yeah.
That is
The
mental.
social links are scrolling in the bottom of the page. There's Facebook page, Instagram page, and the YouTube page where you can find all this stuff. And from the Facebook page, I think you can find all the links to Bandcamp to buy their shirts and CDs and stuff, and all the really important stuff for you, listener and viewer, there to support some local independent and unsigned music scene. And do you have any advice or something to other unsigned and independent bands that are struggling with their gigs and struggling with their music to get some what do you say, some viewers or listeners anyway.
Egress. Those guys actually helped us quite a lot in the beginning and been helping ever since. And we always watch their gigs and think those guys should be playing much bigger stages what they are playing now. How they play those gigs, it's like watching Within Temptation or something like Nightwish playing as a concert. These guys you have to see, you have to listen. They are kind of like progressive, epic, melodic, female fronted metal band with some really nice crowds, and the music is not the most typical what always you hear the female fronted melodic symphonic metal bands, but it's they're really unique kind. So I really suggest to check those out.
Yeah, all right.
Absolutely.
And do you have any advice to other small bands that if they are struggling to play live or play anything, do you have any advice for them?
Work your ass off. Do everything. Don't get down. You get rejected 100 times, 200 times. You get shitty reviews. You get or everything. Whatever you do, you get down in Finland. In Finland, it's really hard to get big, but continue, work hard, and eventually you're starting to get something there. So don't let others let you down. Continue your stuff and enjoy your things doing.
And that's the goddamn truth.
I didn't hear quite what Anthony said, but do your own thing and work hard. That's the advice.
Yeah, that's the goddamn truth. Okay, thanks AGARWAEN for the interview, and thanks for lending your album to this pre-release listening party. And let's hope that maybe we meet someday in the room of delirium, or or maybe SER could join AGARWAEN someday on the stage.
Yeah.
But hey, everyone, listen to XRP Radio, and this was the interview. We have about 20 minutes left of the show, so we play some other bands. Do you have any requests from the XRP database?
Kallot.
Let's play
Kallot.
Let's play some Kallot.
If it's there.
Kallot is an awesome band. I also saw it in Lutakko, Jyväskylä.
Oh yeah, I heard they have had quite a nice gigs over there.
Yeah, it was better than the main act, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, but thanks. This was the interview. Let's continue on xrpradio.co.uk/chat for 20 minutes more. But thanks, AGARWAEN.
Thank you. Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.